Todd, can you just maybe just let us know what happened with Scotty Upshaw and he's no longer around?
Well, Scotty has had injury problems from day one, and he has passed his physical, but he's relapsed into a situation where the injuries act up. And what we've done is we've talked to him, we've sat him down, and we explained the situation with only about 5 days left before we go to Europe, that it's hard for us to make a decision when we haven't seen a player. Now, we know what Scotty's done in the past. We believe we know what he can bring to the table, but he's got to get himself healthy and then play some games for us and for the whole league to look at him. And we'll try and help him rehab while he's here this week. And then we'll try, if he agrees, try and get him into some games, perhaps in Bakersfield or wherever that spot may be, and evaluate him from there. But it's a tough situation that he's in. First of all, I feel for him. And it's also a real tough situation for us to be in because we don't have that time. We don't have that luxury of 5 extra days here at home.
Todd, what about Ryan Strome? Maintenance day, or did he tweak something last night?
He tweaked something last night. It shouldn't be long-term at all.
You expect he'll be ready for a season opener?
Yeah, his groin is a little bit sore, so we think he'll be prepared and ready to go when the season starts.
What would you like to see from Alex Chiasson this week?
Well, he has been, he's been a solid veteran here in camp, and what I mean by that is he understands what's going on as far as his opportunity. He's taken advantage of it very much so far. Unfortunate for him, he was sick yesterday. He was scheduled to play. He didn't get the chance. But I believe he knows his role. He knows where he would play in the lineup, and he'll play to those strengths. Can he be a good penalty killer? Can he fulfill a 10-minute role or 12-minute role a night on that third or fourth line? Can he push somebody out that's here right now? That's the big question. And he's still here. He'll continue on with that process.
How would you describe just the case that Yamamoto's making here this year? Training camp?
Awfully strong. Real strong. Very much like last year. In fact, I would say it's an improvement or better. He looks confident. I'm still amazed that our smallest player spends most of his time in and around the blue paint, and he finds ways to score in that area. He knows when to arrive and what to do when he gets there, and that's a real good sign. He's come to camp, at least to main camp, with a purpose of playing here, showing everybody he belongs, and in my opinion, he's done that to this point.
Todd, some more cuts, and looks like now there's a real battle on the back end. 2 young guys, both Bouchard and Bear. When you evaluate them, how much of the onus is on their defensive zone play when both of them seem to be very comfortable in the offensive zone?
Well, the back end of that is true. They both have offensive instincts. They've been groomed that way, and that's what their forte is. It's the defensive side, it's the pace side, it's the it's what are we leaving on the table once we leave the O-zone. And as the lineups we play against become more competitive and more skilled, the evaluation opportunity increases. So we'll continue to watch those two, and there's some nights they're really good, other nights there's some moments, but veteran players do that as well.
Can they both be on this team?
I can't answer that question right now. I don't know. We're going to try and put the best team together possible, and are they both here? Is one here or neither here? We've got about 5 days to figure a bit of that out, and then perhaps a little more time after that.
With Bouchard specifically, has he moved the needle in a closer direction to being here, or
well,
is he one of those guys that
I think we have 2 junior eligible players left here. It's getting later in camp. Their teams are starting. If we didn't think these kids had a chance to play, we would have got them back with their own clubs and got them ready to go. So you could put Bouch and Mac in that category where they've pushed enough to deserve to still be here. Can they close the deal and remain here is the question that still has to be answered.
Todd, is it more incumbent upon young players, for instance Bouchard, to get inside the top 6 as opposed to the top 7, because at this stage of development you wouldn't want a guy kind of in and out of the lineup and sitting in the press box a bunch?
You would prefer that. Realistically, we're not a development league. We're a win league. Depends where teams are in their evolution. Some teams take that development approach and are rebuilding, and other teams are are right at the top, and they're not interested in that. You know, based on our last 2 years, we're trying to figure out which team we are. And you can never err with overdevelopment. Yet players knock on the door earlier than they ever have. It's become a very young league, and the young players have courage to play. They have the courage to make plays. They're not as affected as dramatically by mistakes. They recover quicker now. And that's a general observation, not just Bush, but an overall observation. So there is room for young players on a team.